And now, we come to the central purpose of these commencement exercises, the awarding of degrees. The deans of the division will, in turn, present candidates for admittance to the degrees offered by the college. President Wilson, I am pleased to present to you members of the class of 2014 who have been certified as having completed the prescribed courses of studies in all institutional obligations, meriting the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. In accordance with the recommendation of the Morehouse faculty and the vote of the Morehouse College Board of Trustees, I request that you confer upon these men the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Sciences, as appropriate in each case, with the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto.
Provost Campbell, I am pleased to accept the faculty's recommendation and the approval of the trustees, and I am honored to confer upon these men the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science as appropriate in each case, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto.
We will confer degrees by academic division. Division deans will now come forward and present candidates for graduation according to their respective divisions.
Good morning. President Wilson, it gives me great honor to present the candidates for Bachelor of Arts degree from the Division of Humanities and Social Sciences. Gentlemen, please stand. Turn to your right and place the hood of your fellow classmate standing in front of you. Place the hood on your fellow classmate standing in front of you. Now, please come forward as your name is called.
Michael T. Adams. J. Alves Grace Jr., cum laude. Dequarius Tyvon O'Neill Anthony. Brandon Michael Baird, cum laude. Anthony Jerome Baker II. Marcus Xavier Ballington. Nathaniel Lamar Beeman. Elijah O'Neill Bell Clark. Jasmine Keon Black. Winston Lamar Bodrick, cum laude. Tanner Nathaniel Brantley. Brendan Gerard Brown. Christian Devon Brown. Fannon N. Brown. Seth Lyndon Brown, cum laude. Bobby Lamarcus Chancellor. Jonathan Scott Chapman, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Aaron Washington Childs, cum laude. Malcolm Percy Connor. Andrew M. Cox. Jason Anthony Culmer. Moriba Anthony Cummings, cum laude. Jonathan Kyle Davis. Renard Montrez Davis. Corey Elijah Dixon, cum laude. Llewellyn Dave Dixon. Gerald L. Dunn, cum laude. Xavier Alexander Durden. Akeem Elijah Edwards. Michael Thomas Edwards, cum laude. Spanky Fernando Edwards. Michael J. Eggleston, cum laude. Joshua Alexander Etienne, cum laude. Evan Patrick Farley, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Keith Brian Fernandez Jr. Aaron Michael Francis, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Justin William Gamble. Christopher Albert Jenneret, cum laude. Corey Anthony Green. Stephen Avare Green, cum laude. Corey Antonio Hardeman. Darian Augustus Harris, cum laude. Marcus Terrell Harris, cum laude. Christopher Nathaniel Hawthorne, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. DeAndre Joseph Horton Williams, cum laude. Jonathan Anthony Hahn Brotnax, cum laude. Cord Alexander Ennis, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Curtis Delon Jackson III, cum laude. Derek Alfonso Jackson, cum laude. Ocasio Jamel Jackson, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Wesley Oliver Jackson. Joshua Alexander Jacques. Jericho Leonte Johnson, summa cum laude. Kamal Jawan Johnson. Roman Bernard Johnson, cum laude. Tracy Fernando Johnson Jr. Jordan Taylor Jones, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Oshaze Kambui Mombera, cum laude. Jordan Alexander Joseph. Kiwan Dearian Kelly. Jonathan Kilson. Andrew Edward Kimball, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Juan Yusef Knott, cum laude. Philip Stevenson Lane. Adam Christopher Lee II. David Chris Arnold Lee. Jamal Teron Lewis. Emmanuel Malik Liberty. Raphael Lamontas II, cum laude. Casey Gregory Matthews. Malcolm Ajani Kamara McCullough. Dante Curtis McCord. Jonathan Alexander McFarlane Weinstein, cum laude. Lincoln Elliott McMean. Damian K. Medley. Dominique Rashad Meriwether, cum laude. Matthew Robert Millen. Johnny Lee Miller Jr. Brandon Michael Montgomery. Robert M. Moore Jr. Kwame Y.S.S. Morris, cum laude. Courtney Jordan Moye, cum laude. Alex Chappelle Mullins. Brandon Tay Muse. Joshua Mikhail Muse. Terrence Michael Nero, cum laude. Jarrett Purcell Nicholson, cum laude. Damon Montres Darnell Nolan. Lamel Javon Overton. David Tariq Parker Jr., cum laude. Charles Earl Poindexter. Justin Calvin Pride, cum laude. Daniel Edward Primus, cum laude. Ricky Bernard Pulley Jr. Louis Clifton Rawls II. Corey Neil Reed, cum laude. Winfred Kennedine Rice Jr., magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Winston Wade Roberts, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Michael James Roman, cum laude. Alexander Eugene Russell. Christian Leo St. Ville. Eulato Bancroft Sheeran Sam, cum laude. Cameron DeBargo Shepherd. Joshua Centrell Simmons. Anthony Jerome Simonton Jr., magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Antoine Michael Simpkins, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Marquise Deontay Smith. Timothy Spicer Jr., cum laude. Nicholas Neil Stevens. Devin Christopher Tate, cum laude. Michael D. Taylor Jr., cum laude. Brandon Curtis Thomas. Zachary Latrell Thomas. Jamal M. Traylor. Jovan Lee Turner. Arlanda Dante Walker, cum laude. Reginald Eugene Wallace. Michael Anthony Walron III. John Clarence Watley. Courtney Jamal Whitaker. Darius R. Williams. Kirsten Jameed Williams. Timothy Arnaz Williams, cum laude. Dwayne Christopher Wilson, cum laude. Julian J. Wyatt, cum laude. Amal Zakari Yamusa, cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa.
You may now turn your tassels. You may be seated. Two of our students in the Division of Humanities and Social Sciences started with the class of 2014, but transitioned before completing their journey. We pause today to honor the memories of Brandon Keith Huff Bennings and Clayton Roland Cross. Chairs for Brandon and Clay sit draped alongside other members of their class to recognize their membership in the class of 2014. In attendance today are members of both families. Please stand and be recognized. I am pleased to present the Bachelor of Arts degree to Brandon's mother and the certificate of attendance to Clay's mother.
Mr. President, it gives me great honor to present the candidates for Bachelor of Arts degree from the Division of Business Administration and Economics. Gentlemen, please stand. Turn to your right. Your right. And place the hood on your fellow classmate standing in front of you. Please come forward as your name is called.
Ian Christopher Abbott, cum laude. Omadele Evan Adesanya. Hakeem R. Allen, cum laude. Elijah Absalom Anderson. Hakeem Isaac Atwater, cum laude. Kamau J. Austin, cum laude. Okerioa Olatunji Bamboshe, summa cum laude. Wayne Lee Banks II. Eddie Lorenzo Bankston. Christopher Marcus Beasley. Barry Marcel Benson, cum laude. Taiwan Sharif Bishop, cum laude. Kale Michael George Blackshear. Stanley Larmas Bolton Jr., cum laude. Adam Davidson Boyd, cum laude. Eric Francis Boyd Jr., cum laude. Christopher Todd Broughton, cum laude. Austin Kyle Broussard, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Langston Frederick Brown. Terrence Samino Buck, magna cum laude. Nigel Jamal Burnett. Denzel Xavier Caldwell, magna cum laude. Delon Everett Carter. Vincent Alexander Carter, cum laude. Tyler Jamel Chapman, cum laude. Aaron James Cleveland. Justin Michael Koger, cum laude. Quentin O. Cole, cum laude. Stanley Jamal Collins, magna cum laude. Sylvester Brandarius Crowder, cum laude. Thavan T. Davis, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Joseph Pierre Miller Dillon, cum laude. Boris Dobrievich, summa cum laude. Marcus Douglas Chavez Dots, magna cum laude. Robert Jackson Edwin Douglas. Caleb David Dyson. Gregory Edward Jr., magna cum laude. Kenneth Lawrence Edwards, cum laude. Harry Lorenzo Elliott, cum laude. Matthew Nigel Hugh Ellis, cum laude. Jamal Dwayne Ellison. Cornell Ernest England, cum laude. Garrick Anthony Ewers Jr., cum laude. Emmanuel Edmund Fettier. Brian Clifford Freeman, cum laude. Brian Daniel Freeman, cum laude. Darrell Eugene Fry, magna cum laude. Tyler Morton Gibson, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Maurice Lamont Goins. Eleazar Jamal Gonzalez. Christopher Devon Gooding, cum laude. Gerald Wesley Gorham Jr. Devin Devon Gray. Jordan Blake Gregory. Jonathan Gerard Hamer. Antoine Martinez Harris, cum laude. Jamal Eugene Harris, magna cum laude. Timothy Allen Harris, Jr. Samuel Eugene Hickson. Shedrick Deshaun Marquise Hobbs, cum laude. Jordan Vincent Hollingsworth, cum laude. Byron James Horton, cum laude. Benjamin DeAndre Howard, magna cum laude. Ange Ellis Kerekezi Izeri, cum laude. Joshua Iswebu. Jamel Darnell Jackson. Teron Alfonso Jackson. Jeffrey Jamal Johnson. Nathan Evan Jones IV, cum laude. Adolph Josiah Tyrone Kimbrough. Anthony Jacque Kinsey, cum laude. Colby Jerome Kirkland, summa cum laude. Emmanuel Smith Kofi. Marcus Leonard Kyle, summa cum laude. Martavius Jamal Leonard, magna cum laude. Martin Richard Leonard. Jordan Drew Lindsay. Jamal David Love, cum laude. Brandon Charles Lowe, cum laude. Takutwa Runyararo Francis Makirori, magna cum laude. Christopher Edward Malvo. Dante Ray Marshall. William Kibet Martin, cum laude. Michael Jerome Matthews. Clark Ryan McCants, magna cum laude. Miles Xavier McDaniel, cum laude. David Alexander Miller, cum laude. Victor Lopez Mitchell II, cum laude. Adam H. Mohammed. Torrance Michael Nero, cum laude. Robert Lee Newman III, cum laude. Richard Leon Nichols III, summa cum laude. Joshua Abraham Niarco, magna cum laude. Feyipitan Ade Seyun Odebode, cum laude. Linus Anigara Ogeni, II. Kari Abayomi Ogo, cum laude. Olufemi Oluwatoyin Oyedele, cum laude. Niles Alexander Augustus Parham, magna cum laude. Terrence Jamal Patton Hill, cum laude. Donald Craig Penn, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Devante L. Petra, cum laude. Gary Curtis Pope II, cum laude. Theodore Roosevelt Primus. Christian Ryan Prince, cum laude. Terrence Morgan Pryor II. Aidan Ismail Rage, Roger Mikhail Reynolds, cum laude. Justin Michael Ream, magna cum laude. Russell Robert Ritchie II, cum laude. Dwayne Ivan Robertson II. Troy Adonis Robinson. Ryan Kyle Rucker, cum laude. Kenyon Wellington Scales, magna cum laude. Tenzin Sherrod. Russell Dennis Short. Sari Chauncey Schuler. Quentin William Slash, magna cum laude. Christian David Smith. Rory Anthony Smoot, magna cum laude. Landon L. Sprackling. Cameron Allen Staton. Tabiti Lacey Stevens. Keith Alfonso Sylvester Jr. Brandon Chase Thomas. Jamal Alfonso Thomas, cum laude. Kendall Thomas. Elijah Drake Thompson, cum laude. Philip Edward Tyrus Jr. Vidura Sean Ufeli, cum laude. Hunter O'Neill Walker. Daniel Quentin White, magna cum laude. Harold Leland White III, cum laude. Sean Quadarius White, cum laude. Elliot Allen Williams, magna cum laude. Roderick Lamont Williams. Thomas Joseph Williams, cum laude. Mark Gaspard Wilson. Charles Marcus Wolford III. John Micah Yates, magna cum laude. Brian Dominique Young.
Gentlemen, you may turn your tassels. Congratulations, you may be seated.
President Wilson, it gives me great honor to present the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree and Bachelor of Science degree from the Division of Science and Mathematics. Gentlemen, please stand, turn to your right, and place the hood on your fellow classmate standing in front of you. Please come forward as your name is called.
Adewale David Adekoya. Essek Terrell Allen II. Jesse DeMonte Andrews. Nana Poku Arkofo. Sterling Freeman Atkins, magna cum laude. Zachary Akeem Austin, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Jaja Omar Bakari. Fabian Damonte Barkwell, cum laude. Omari Amir Baruti, cum laude. Joseph Edward Bell, cum laude. Daniel Avery Marsalis Bester. Kevin Renard Bowman. Mark Anthony Brooks Jr. Albert Charles Brown III. Blake Denzel Buffert, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Paul Burnett Jr. L. Earl Butler Jr. Jordan Alexander Campbell, cum laude. Jonathan Demetrius Carr. David Cordell Cherry, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Kofi Shamari Shakir Christie, cum laude. Robert Julian Christmas Jr. Jordan Michael Clark, cum laude. Jonathan Irvin Cleveland. Darnell Keith Coleman Jr., cum laude. Kenneth Christian Coleman III. Clifford Ray Collins Jr., cum laude. Thomas Everett Conley. Jonathan Bradwell Julian Cooks, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Christopher Vincent Crawford, cum laude. Rodney Levon Davis Jr., magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Sharad Malik Jamal Davis, cum laude. Theodore Dimitri Davis Jr., cum laude. Darrell E. Dawkins Jr. Jonathan Miles DeShields, magna cum laude. Darrell Dunraj. Bernard Dickens, cum laude. Julian Ricardo Dillard. Dwayne Akeem Dixon. Peter Lee Duthard, cum laude. Tony Anthony Downs II, cum laude. Corey Malik Gillis. Christopher Lawrence Gordon. Marcus Travante Griffin, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Michael Darrell Harding Jr. Aaron Albert Merlin Hargrove, cum laude. Gary Allen Harris II. Taylor Howard Harris, cum laude. Otis Russell Harrison II, cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Bakari Naeem Hassan, magna cum laude. Cedric Hill II, cum laude. Christopher O. Hollingsworth. Curtis Noble Hooks, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Kevin Jermaine Hughley, cum laude. Philip Navarro James. Sekani Akil Michael Jamat. Charles David Jenkins, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Nelson Thaddeus Jenkins, cum laude. Hakeem N.C. Jones, cum laude. Tony Tyler Jones, cum laude. Kazembe Kobe Kennedy, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Reginald Nana Adu Crow, Jacques Kumitima, magna cum laude. Ryan Francis Leon, cum laude. Martin Jarrett Lewis. Anthony Ryan Lindley, cum laude. DeLorean David Malone, cum laude. Arthur Randall McDowell Jr., cum laude. Tamir Akil Mickens, cum laude. Andrew Stephen Mitchell, cum laude. Matthew Renard Moore, cum laude. Sean Anthony Moore, cum laude. Malachi Kari Morgan, cum laude. Andrew Ian Morrison, cum laude. Marquise Isaac Morrow. Charel Karis Muro, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Kasaun Neselu, magna cum laude. Kirk Michael Numa, cum laude. Francisco Javier Nunez, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Jarvis B. Owens, cum laude. Brandon Julian Pasco, cum laude. Kenneth Maurice Pass, cum laude. Edward Lewis Passmore Jr., cum laude. Jalen Alexander Patton. Aparicio D. Peggins, cum laude. Andrew Charles Peterson, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Ephesian the Demetrius Poinsett. John Junius Porter III, cum laude. Kari Age Ashanti Rockwood, cum laude. Anthony Christopher Screws, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Derek Derwin Seeley. Justin Roderick Slater. Samuel Purnell Sutton. Josiah Anthony Sweeting, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Isaac Ezekiel Taggart Jr. Octavius A. Talbot, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Michael William Tanner, cum laude. Artist Joshua Tate. Omar Taylor. Kevin Senjo Chokwani, cum laude. Gabriel Elliott Kwame Thomas, cum laude. Nicholas Wyvern Thompson, cum laude. Otha Edward Thornton III, cum laude. Brennan Walter Harold Tao. Christopher Anthony Trotter. Austin Christopher Tucker, cum laude. Evan Littleton Turnage, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Brennan James Turnipseed, cum laude. Miguel de la Salle Russo Twahira, summa cum laude. Kadar Julius Vanoy, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Carter Brandon Walters. Trey DeAndre Wells, magna cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Johnny Herbert White, Jr. Sean Michael Wilkinson, cum laude. Dwight Maurice Williams, Jr., cum laude. Garrett Bernard Williams. Jarrison Church Williams, cum laude. Uriah Benoit Williams, summa cum laude, Phi Beta Kappa. Christopher Alexander Wills. Seth E. Wolf, cum laude. Zarate Leonard Dezetra Woods. Christopher Benjamin Wright, cum laude.
You may now turn your tassels. Gentlemen, please be seated.
ROTC officer candidates, please come to the stage for the commissioning ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, Captain Mario Misfit of the United States Navy will now come forward and commission our newest military officers.
Gentlemen, attention oath. Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear.
Do solemnly swear.
To support and defend. The Constitution of the United States.
The Constitution of the United States.
Against all enemies.
Against all enemies.
Both foreign and domestic.
Both foreign and domestic.
That I will bear true faith.
Bear true faith.
And allegiance to the same.
Allegiance to the same.
That I take this obligation freely.
That I take this obligation freely.
Without any mental reservation.
Without any mental reservation.
Or purpose of evasion.
Or purpose of evasion.
And I will faithfully discharge. The duties of the office. I'm about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations.
And now, to induct our newest graduates into the ranks of the alumni, please welcome the president of the Morehouse College National Alumni Association, Mr. Kevin McGee, a member of the class of 1993 and a member of the Morehouse College Board of Trustees, who will administer the charge of loyalty and support. President McGee.
Good morning. Chairman Davidson, fellow trustees, President Wilson, members of the platform, my alumni to my right, and most importantly, the class of 2014. Are you ready to become Morehouse men? So before I ask you to stand, I would like to ask one of your classmates to stand, Mr. Jared Nicholson. Is Jared out there? He came? Okay. How you doing, Jared? My name's Kevin. Nice to meet you. So on Friday, you sent an online job application for a organization here in Atlanta for a strategic marketing associate. And so someone in my organization sent me that email. So I called Kevin Booker here on campus, and he called your RD, and they gave you a good report. So based on that, I'd like to offer you a job. Is that a yes? Now, I don't know about the rest of y'all. So I did that to illustrate something. What I did is nothing unique or special. Morehouse men often hire Morehouse grads, students, alumni. But I want to demonstrate to you that it's important to give back. And it's starting from day one. If you have the opportunity to look out for your Morehouse brother, you need to do that. If you have the opportunity to make the call, you need to make the call. So now, having said that, with the class of 2014, please stand. No institution of higher education is stronger than its alumni. It is you, the alumni, who will carry the Morehouse brand across the nation and around the world. You are immensely blessed to have matriculated through this institution. And while you have had experiences both bitter and sweet, you have persevered. You have earned your degree and you accepted the honor to become a Morehouse graduate. As such, you have a few responsibilities. One is to reach back and support the ongoing mission of your institution. Two is the responsibility to assist the people in your community, those around the world who are striving to achieve what you have already accomplished. Many of them will look to you for leadership, friendship, and insight. Be there for them with wisdom that you've gained here from Morehouse. And finally, you have the responsibility to bring light into dark places and to embody our mantra, et facta et lux, knowledge is light. Do you accept these responsibilities? Yes, sir. Therefore, by the authority vested in me as president of the National Alumni Association, I am pleased to induct you into the Morehouse College Alumni Association with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of a distinguished Morehouse man. Remember that when a Morehouse man bears the insignia of a Morehouse graduate, he is expected to be exceptional and nothing less. In fact, we expect no less. We know that you will represent Morehouse well and play an active role in supporting your alumni association and your college forever. Your first year of alumni dues is free. So that means you'll have more money to give to the college when you leave. So gentlemen, the rite of passage you started on Friday is now complete. You are now Morehouse men. Good luck, Godspeed.
At this time, the Glee Club will perform the traditional commencement anthem, Prayer from Lohengrin. Former members of the Glee Club are invited to come to the platform and join in the singing of this selection. All former members of the Glee Club who remember the song. Everybody better remember.
Give us thy judgment.
I was, in fact, in the Glee Club, but I found it more efficient to stay here and sing it over here. All right. At this time, I'd like the men of the class of 2014 to please stand. As president of Morehouse College, I have the privilege of being the last person from the college to formally address you before you leave this campus to begin your lives as Morehouse men. And I want to just take 3 minutes to share a final fare ye well word about this brotherhood. Your class will always be special to me personally. Not only will you forever be in the reunion cycle with my class, 1979, but after having had President Barack Obama as commencement speaker last year, your commencement has featured not merely a cabinet-level appointee of that same president, and not merely a Morehouse man, but my very special classmate and friend, Secretary Jay Johnson. Secretary Johnson's presence here underscores the fact that at every Morehouse commencement, it is always possible to be seated next to a future secretary, president, Nobel laureate, or some other luminary, budding luminary. And if that is not beautiful enough, you may be able to simply call them when you need them, like I did with Jay. And that is what has always been in my heart. It's what I've always appreciated about Morehouse College. Gentlemen of this class, I'm going to predict your future right now. I know something that will happen to each and every one of you in your days and decades ahead. I know it because it happened to me, and it happened to most of my classmates and friends from Morehouse. This Morehouse brotherhood is rich, it is textured, and it is deep. Your witness to that reality culminates today as mine did years ago. But what I never realized while I was here is that there's also something imperceptible, ineffable, and even spiritually beautiful about this Morehouse brotherhood, too. That truth came deeply into my awareness only after I was miles and months away from here. No concepts, no words can capture this, but it is indeed something that you can find only in this brotherhood. And here is the prediction that binds us all. That means as soon as you are away from this campus, you will feel the presence of an absence and the absence of a presence. When you leave here, something will always be missing from your life. And almost inexplicably, what you will be driven to do is seek it. As if searching for lost treasure, you are going to try to find the essence of this brotherhood. Now, technically, you won't really know what you are looking for, but you are going to see if you can relocate that presence or address that absence with other brotherhoods. You're going to look in churches. You're going to look in clubs. You will look on golf courses and barbershops. You're going to seek the essence of this Morehouse brotherhood in your community outreach activities and in Rotary clubs and in Concerned Black Men and in Masons and Elks and Boulets. You're going to look high and low for years until you realize that there's only one place. There's only one place in the universe wherein dwells the mystique-driven elements of this unique brotherhood, and that's right here on this campus. And that, my brothers, is what drew me back for reunions. That is what drew me back to this campus to preside. And that is what now draws me out of my bed every day on a quest to make this Morehouse a better Morehouse. Brothers, you can trust that wherever you go, and oh, the places you will go, wherever you go, trust that we will be here working hard to realize a vision to make this place the world of our dreams. That is our vision. And when I was a student here, I heard a prophet ask, but what I'd like to know is, could a place like this exist so beautiful? Or do we have to take our dreams and wings and fly away to the vision in our minds? That was Stevie Wonder. By God's grace, we will make this place more beautiful. Congratulations, my brothers. And may God be with you always, even until the end of the world. Amen. You may be seated.
And again, on behalf of our entire college family, let me thank each of you for joining us in this celebration, the 130th Commencement Convocation of Morehouse College, and the awarding of degrees to the Morehouse men who make up the class of 2014. As we prepare to close the program, we ask that you remain seated and keep the aisles clear until the recessional ends. We understand how eager you are to embrace and congratulate your graduates. However, please allow them to complete the recessional march with their Morehouse brothers on this, their special day. For information about ordering senior photographs and a DVD of today's ceremony, please visit the Morehouse website. Reverend Dr. Miller, the 130th Commencement Convocation of Morehouse College is now concluded.
And now, may the kernel of divinity within you, the great something which breathes through your breath, walks through your feet, loves through your hearts, and communes with your souls, cause you to rest in the powerful current of God's love that is carrying you home. May that buoyancy of spirit carry you on your unique journey to set the law in motion, to harvest wisdom, strength, courage, ease, and knowing that keeps you connected to the greatness in each precious moment. May you gracefully move forward to embrace the natural and spontaneous change happening to you, through you, and as you. May the infinite majesty whisper into your ears, shout from every mountaintop to the farthest corners of the Milky Way, glory, hallelujah. You are already whole, complete, and perfect, awesomely made, and finely and wondrously tuned. So it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Ashe, a woman, a man.
On the other shore.